Everyone in the village had an opinion about her. None of them were kind, and not one of them was right. Her name was Raja. She was a firefly, the smallest one anyone in the riverside village had ever seen. While other fireflies glowed bright and bold and lit the riverbank like little lanterns every evening, Ria's light was soft. Dim, they called it. Weak, said the others. Barely worth noticing. The fishermen's lanterns blazed. The festival torches roared. The river itself glittered at night from the reflections of 100 flames. And in the middle of all that brightness, Ria blinked her small, quiet glow and tried not to disappear. Nobody asked her to join the river festival lights. Nobody called her name. When the village needed illumination, she was simply not enough. At least, that is what they told her every single day. The elder firefly, large and golden, proud of his blaze, would pass Raya every morning and say, "Still trying, little dim one. Save yourself the embarrassment. Some lights are just born too small to matter." The village children chased fireflies at night with laughter and reaching hands, but they never chased Ria. "That one, say," said a boy once, pointing at her. "That's not even worth catching. You can barely see it." And they ran past her, toward the brighter ones. Ria watched them go. She said nothing. She had learned very early that saying something only gave them more to laugh at. So she carried it quietly. The way small things always carry large pain, silently and alone. But here is what nobody saw. While every other firefly spent the evenings performing their glow for the village, Ria spent those same evenings flying along the river's edge, studying it, learning its bends, memorizing where the current ran fast, where the shallow rocks hid beneath the surface, where the river narrowed without warning in the dark. Nobody noticed. Nobody cared. She was just a dim little firefly, doing nothing important near the water. The river festival was the most important night of the village year. Every firefly in the valley was invited to light the river crossing, the narrow wooden bridge that connected the village to the fields across the water. On festival night, the villagers would cross that bridge to harvest the last of the season's crops. Without light, the crossing was dangerous. The bridge was old. The river below was fast. For as long as anyone could remember, the bright fireflies had done this together. And every year, the villagers cheered for them. This year, the elder firefly gathered his colony and announced, "Tonight we light the bridge as always. Every strong, glowing firefly will take their place." He looked across the gathering, and his eyes landed on Raya. "Except you," he said simply. "Your light would embarrass us all. Stay here. Watch from the grass." The other fireflies said nothing. Some looked away. Some quietly agreed. Ria stood still for a long moment. Then she nodded once and stepped back. She did not argue. She did not cry. Not where they could see. She simply stepped back into the grass and watched the bright ones fly toward the bridge to begin the most important night of the year. For a while, everything was as expected. The bright fireflies lined the bridge, and the village crossed in celebration. Music, laughter, children running. Then the storm came, without warning, the way the worst things always arrive. Black clouds swallowed the sky in minutes. Wind tore through the valley and extinguished every torch, every lantern, every festival flame. And one by one, the bright fireflies went out. Their light, so powerful in calm air, was built for performance, not for storms. The wind scattered them. The rain extinguished them. They fled for shelter, wings too wet to hold a glow. The elder Firefly, great golden blazing elder. His light flickered twice and went dark. The bridge was now invisible. 30 villagers were on it, halfway across, in complete darkness, above a fast-moving river that nobody could see. A child began to cry. An old man lost his footing and grabbed the railing. Someone screamed from the center of the bridge. "We cannot see! We cannot move!" The village waited helplessly on both banks. No torches, no lanterns, no light, nothing. And then, from the grass at the river's edge, something small began to glow. Rhea flew to the bridge, not fast, not showy, just steady. The way she had always been. She knew this river. She had spent every ignored evening learning exactly this: where the bridge was, where the rails were, where the planks were rotted, where to step, and where not to. She flew to the center of the bridge first and hovered above the crying child. Her small dim glow, the glow that was never bright enough, never good enough, never worth anything, illuminated the child's face. The mother on the bank saw it. She called out directions. The child took one step, then another, following Rhea's light. Rhea moved slowly back, one step at a time, guiding. She knew where the broken plank was. She had noticed it 3 weeks ago on one of her invisible evening flights. She hovered above it, wings beating hard in the wind, and held her position so nobody would step there. One by one, the villagers found their way across. The old man, the families, the children, following one small dim amber light that refused to go out in the storm. It took a long time. The wind pushed against her. The rain soaked her wings. Her glow flickered, once, twice, but did not go dark. When the last villager reached the bank safely, Rhea landed on a riverside stone and folded her wet wings. She was exhausted. She did not look up. She did not wait for applause. She just breathed. The storm passed. The village stood on the bank in silence. Then someone held up a lantern, one that had survived, and the light fell on Rhea, sitting alone on her stone, wet, small, dim as always. The elder Firefly landed nearby. He looked at her for a long time. Then he looked at the bridge, at the 30 people now safe on the bank. At the broken plank Rhea had hovered above so that no one would step on it. He opened his mouth, then closed it. Because what do you say to someone you told to stay in the grass, who went and saved 30 lives anyway? The village boy who had said she was not worth catching stood with his mother's arms around him. He was one of the 30. He looked at Rhea and could not speak. The other bright fireflies sat in the reeds, with their wings still wet, their great proud glows still dark from the rain. Nobody cheered for them tonight. For the first time in her life, the silence was not about Rhea being invisible. It was about everyone else finally seeing her. Maybe you have been Rhea. Maybe someone looked at what you had to offer and called it dim, too small, not impressive enough, not worth including. Maybe you stopped showing your light in certain rooms because you learned that some people would rather laugh at a small glow than admit they needed it. Here is what those people never understood. Brightness without knowledge is just noise. A big flame in the wrong place lights nothing. But a small light that knows exactly where it is needed, that light changes everything. Rhea was not dim. She was precise. She was patient. She was ready. The difference between her and the bright ones was not the size of her glow. It was what she did with her evenings when no one was watching. So if they have underestimated you, let them. use the time they gave you by ignoring you to learn what they are too proud to notice. Because storms always come, and when they do, the world does not need the brightest light. It needs the right one. Tell me in the comments, has anyone ever underestimated you? And did you prove them wrong? Because I believe the ones reading this right now are exactly the kind of light this world is waiting for.